Hey, what's going on? It's Michelle the Prophet. If you came across this video, this reading is for you. It is a pick a pal video. This was actually requested by one of my subscribers, and the topic is, what is their karma for this betrayal? Okay, so even if it's not necessarily like a betrayal, you know, if you're just curious on what someone's karma is after dealing with you to any capacity, then this is what this video will be about. We have 3 pals here. At first glance, just choose whatever calls out to you the most. I do want to just put a disclaimer that, you know, many people don't understand the significance of these sort of readings. Some people have expressed that, like, you know, it bothers them, you know, these sort of topics, because, you know, everybody's just, they heal differently, and that's entirely fine. Everybody's different. I'm not like gonna convince anyone of anything differently if that's how you feel, but I do just want to welcome all souls who were attracted to this video and this reading, and just let you know that it is always a safe space on my channel for healing messages and anything else that you may need to hear in regards to getting clarity on any sensitive situation. I do feel like this is a very sensitive topic, and I do handle it with a lot of delicacy because of that. I understand, you know, tarot is a really important tool for healing, I believe so, and if used appropriately, it can certainly lead someone in the right direction moving forward in life. So, you know, this is why I just love the craft in general, and why I also encourage people to take things for themselves, you know, like formulate your own opinions. Don't allow tarot card readers to guide you, because a lot of times it's not coming from a genuine place, and a lot of tarot card readers will just tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. So I do just wanted to give y'all that little disclaimer that over here on this channel, it's always a safe space. I'll always handle these sort of topics with delicacy, because I understand how sensitive it can get and how deep it can get, you know. And also, I'm not going to be a tarot card reader to tell you what you want to hear. So this may not be the reading for you. While I do, you know, love the energies that we share on this collective and love y'all's company, I do want to just take this moment to acknowledge that not everyone may be comfortable with what comes out in this reading, because I will be completely honest about everything that I pick up on, just like every other reading. All right, so no pandering going on over here. So I just wanted to let that be known. That being said, we have 3 pals here. It's so funny that, like, I'm doing like this serious disclaimer, and then damn near like the pictures are so unserious as hell. But pal 1 is a picture of Pimp C showing his watch. Pal 2 is a picture of the beautiful Aaliyah, infamous Aaliyah. And then pal 3 is a picture of Rico Nasty with some red hair. All right, and we do have a Patreon segment, an extended version, and it will be what does your person regret the most? So whatever individual we pick up on, whoever it is in your mind right now that you want to inquire on, the reason why you clicked on this video and things like that, what is their biggest regret in regards to you? We will pick up on that energy during our extended over on Patreon. All right, so once again, I do want to thank y'all so much for coming on my channel, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, letting me know how it resonates. It truly means everything to me. I do try to respond to everyone, because, you know, I do read everybody's comments, and it just means so much to me that, like, y'all are feel safe enough to come to my channel and express these really serious feelings. So yeah, that being said, we're gonna, enough of all that talking. We're just gonna get into y'all's section. So I will see y'all and y'all's pals. Bye. Hi pal 1, if you chose this photo right here, this section of the video is for you. Okay, and we want to know, What is Pile One's person's karma for this betrayal? What is the person that Pile One is inquiring on? What is Pile One's person's karma? Ask for clear, honest, and concise messages for whoever chose Pile One. Thank you. Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords coming out first and foremost. This is making me feel like Pile One. Sorry, I have to see my messy tabletop. Okay. This is making me feel like the memory of the situation is getting to this person the most. This is this person's karma. It's something about their thoughts and the reminiscence of the exchange with you, possibly at the time of whatever happened. Well, at the time that this situation occurred, they were not able to or even willing to acknowledge their part in it all. And now this thing, like, I hear that it hunts them like the plague. The constant thought and the constant memory of their neglectfulness are here. This person could have neglected you to some degree, neglected your connection to some degree. For some of you, this can even be for a parent. Whoever it is that you're inquiring on, or this could be just someone of authority, someone who is older than you, ex-spouse, whatever it may be. This person is starting to feel the gravity of their behavior, and they're truly starting to see things from your perspective, and it's really hitting them on a very deep level mentally. It's just something about like being mentally sabotaged by whatever went on between y'all. All right, so what's going on with Pile One? What is Pile One's person's karma? Thank you. We have High Priestess. Yeah, this person is not dumb at all. They're not oblivious. They do not get to be bliss, because you know they say ignorance is bliss. This person is the opposite of that. This person is well aware, hyper aware to what they did to hurt you in the situation, the betrayal that they did, like everything that this person did wrong, the part that they played. They are very consciously aware of this situation. This person can even be getting downloads from the spirits on this situation, and they're constantly reminded of it. It's not something that they're able to run away from. It makes me feel like there's like a lot of guilt and shame attached to this, because this is not something that they're able to brush off at all. This person could have acted very cocky when it came to this situation, even if it's like Pile One, even if you're like, oh no, this person knew exactly what they were doing when they were doing it. That could very well be true, but it could have been some sort of dismissive attitude towards the situation initially, and now that they're further into this karmic debt, they can no longer be dismissive to the part that they played on it. We have the Eight of Wands. There's something about this person feeling like they need to protect themselves. Their karma has a lot to do with them feeling guarded and them being very defensive, but it's like you can't run away from yourself. So their karma is that when they're trying to be defensive, when they're trying to run away from the facts or ignore the facts, be dismissive of the facts, they are being dismissive of themselves. So it's a constant internal battle that they have going on with themselves, because this defensiveness is only hurting them, and whatever it is that they feel like they need to defend themselves from, it is within them. It's all internal. It's nothing attacking them outside of themselves. It's like the only person that they can truly be mad at is themselves. So their karmic debt has a lot to do with their internal relationship, and especially it has a lot to do with their mind. So we have the Queen of Wands. This person is willing to act very impulsively in order to escape these feelings that they have in regards to this situation. Their karma has a lot to do with them wanting to do things to run away from the pain, like drugs. I hear sell drugs for some people. them wanting to just do anything to numb the pain or to numb like this feeling, this constant battle in their head. This person is going to constantly be running away from themselves and doing impulsive things, like running into trouble. Honestly, like this person is running away from themselves. So they're doing a lot of stuff that they're not putting a lot of thought into. And it's making them look really foolish. It's making them look childish and look like they're led by, like they just have no guidance. They are showing up in the world as like someone who's just not put together all the way at all. Like even physically, like this person just does not look like they're put together. Like their hair could be super messy. The clothes that they wear can look like it needs a good iron, or it's like, yeah, this person is like very sloppy. They're dysfunctional in all honesty. So this is something that affects their everyday life. I hear occurrence. It's more than one occurrence. So this person could have done more than one thing to you, and because of that, whatever it is that their karmic debt is, it's more than one thing. Like it's more than one thing that is being disrupted in their life when it comes to like whatever it is that they're going through. Uh-oh, sorry about that. Okay, what's going on with pile 1? Thank you. So we have the 4 of Swords. This person will not be able to heal from whatever it is that they did until they reason with their higher self. Their higher self is angry at them. Their higher self is upset at them because they're ignoring their higher selves. And they could have even ignored, their higher self could have warned them whenever they did whatever they did to you. And their higher self could have warned them and told them like not to do something. So they're conscious. I hear guilty conscious. They're conscious. Their intuition has become a guilty conscience. Like they feel really, really guilty. And it's like they're starting this really corrupt pattern within themselves because like they think that they could just run away from it. But it's like you, at some point, you're gonna have to face the music. Like you're gonna have to face yourself. It's not even you or the situation that they're running from. As I said, it's themselves that it's like, and I hear bitterness. This is building up so much self-hatred within them and bitterness within them because their higher self sees them and they're playing with like fire almost, because with the Page of Swords, they're not wanting to heal the bigger parts of themselves. And it's like their higher self is begging them to like heal and be able to sit with the guilt, sit with the shame so that it could be resolved within themselves. But they're running away from it. And it's like they're playing with fire because it's like their lower selves is like a kid, and then their higher self is like the parent in the situation. And it's like a little kid has been told over and over again to stop doing something and to like sit down and listen, or to do what the parent is telling them to do, and they're just not doing it. Like they're hard-headed, and they're playing with it. Like they think that it's not that serious, or they think that it's like a joke. And like their higher self is really the only person batting for them, the only person on their team. And yet it's the same, like their higher self is the same thing that they're running away from. It's the same thing that they're trying to avoid. This person still wants to focus on frivolous things, like focus on things that are not going to fulfill them, and focus on things that they know is temporary and they know is not good for them. Like it could be like things like drugs and alcohol. I hear beer. Somebody could drink a lot of beer. You know, they're just basically avoiding the shadow work that is needed for them. But it's also this energy of like, this person, they know. It's like when people say, oh, they know deep down. This is not even deep down. Like this isn't even subconscious anymore. Like they know better at this point, and they're just avoiding it because they're scared of getting the lashing that they deserve, basically. So their karma is that they would never have peace until they deal with the boogeyman under the bed. There's like a big monstrous boogeyman under this person's bed, and they're not wanting to deal with that. They're wanting to push it away. They're wanting to dismiss it. But it's inside of them, and you know, we only have one vessel. We can't shapeshift into like another vessel or anything like that. So they're gonna have to deal with this. Okay? The things in this person's life that ultimately would fulfill them, that would make them happy, that would make them have closure that they are seeking, are unfulfilling. They're never gonna, it's like an itch that they will never be able to scratch. And I don't want to say never, because I do feel like they are capable of changing, but it's literally the ball's in their court. Like, they would have to want that for themselves. So as of now, their karmic cycle is for them to continue to be unfulfilled by all the things that they wanted. All the things that this person have chased over half their life, if not their entire life. All the things that this person asks for, they're going to get it. Like, Spirit is granting this person everything they've ever wanted. Everything that they want, everything and anything that they ask for, they're going to get it. And it's going to have so much shame attached to it, because I hear guilty pleasure. Like, they're not going to be able to feel good about the accomplishments that they're making. So it's going to look like this person is thriving and they're happy and they're secure with where they're at and they're moving forward. It's going to truly look that way. But inside of them, they feel horrible. Like, they feel like shit, in all honesty. And they feel this way because all the things that they prayed for and all the things that they wanted to accomplish in their life, when they got it, it's like it's proving to them that this is not what fulfilled them. Like, these materialistic things, like, they could have the car, they could have the spouse, they could have the house, they could have the clothes, they could have the social status, economic status, the money, the fame, whatever it is that they want in their life, they're gonna get it. They're gonna work towards these things and they're going to get it. But they're not going to feel deserving of it, and they're not going to truly feel worthy of it. They're not even going to truly be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor, because I'm seeing that they're going to benefit from their labor. They're putting in the work, but it's just so much within them that has gone unaddressed. And the more that they run away from it, it's the bigger the grave that they're digging themselves. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Their relationships are going to fall short. This person will not be able to have genuine relationships around them with people who genuinely care about them. There's only going to be people who are around them for materialistic things because of all of the things that they were able to gain in their life. That is why these people are around them. They're not around them because they're them. Okay? And this could have something to do with how this person betrayed you as well. They could have used you for your materialism or the things that you had or earned, or your looks, or whatever superficial reasoning as to why they were associated with you. No one's going to genuinely give them kindness without having their hand out. So it's always going to have to be in exchange. No one's going to freely give this person something without expecting something back from them. It's not that people aren't going to be friends with them, or possibly people will love them, but they're going to have to love them too in tenfold. Like, no one is just going to freely give this person anything. They're going to have to work for every single thing that they have, including their relationships, including their money, which is like, you know, it makes sense because everybody has to work for the things that they have, but it's not going to feel like a blessing. It's not going to feel like they're cherished for who they are. They're only cherished for the things that they have around them. They're going to constantly feel like they're being stabbed in the back. They're going to constantly have like this gut-wrenching feeling within them that it's like, man, like, if I didn't have this, or if I didn't look like this, if I weren't able to provide this, and that to these people, they would not give a damn about me. Like, these people genuinely do not care about me. Okay? And that is going to be their karma. That is their reality. All right. So we're going to see what is this person's biggest regret when it comes to Pal 1. Pal 1, thank you so much for coming this far with me. And I will see y'all over at Patreon. And if this is where we part ways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey, pal 2, if you chose this photo right here, this section of the video is for you. Okay, and we want to know, what is pal 2's person's karma for this betrayal? Thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity. Ask for clear, honest, and concise messages for pal 2. What is pal 2's person's karma? We have the 4 of flags. Pal 2's karma might be your healing, okay? Because Spirit was telling me, I didn't say it out loud, but Spirit was letting me know right when I started your reading, pal 2, that you're healing. That Spirit does want to let you know that you are healing beautifully, or you could already be healed, depending on, you know, everybody's at different stages. But their karma is going to be your healing. You no longer being sabotaged by the way that this situation could have went down. Your openness to continue to be who you are with others around you. The fact that this betrayal did not change who you were as a person is going to hit this person really hard. It's something about you being at the end of your healing process that's going to fully register. That's when, like, the end of your healing process is the beginning of this person's karmic debt, this person's spiritual karmic debt. Because the secret behind all of this that you may not even know, you possibly do know, or you possibly have like a hunch, but the thing is, this person enjoys affecting you. This person enjoys the sabotage and the neglect and the behavior you display when you react. This person enjoys the fact that they're able to possibly change how you interact with others, that you possibly are more closed off to making acquaintances or making friends or having a new relationship, that maybe you'll never be the same after them. This truly does something to this person's ego that's like unheard of. Like, this is like, people say like, oh, stroke your ego. Like, this is more than just a stroking. This replenishes this person. This is this person's fuel. The fact that they know that they're able to affect someone to this degree, that they're able to completely rewire how some people interact, how this person, how you interact with the world around you, how you decide to collaborate, possibly even like your self-image. If this person is able to transfigure, I hear transfigure. If this person is able to change the way you view yourself and the world around you, make you create and grow some sort of distrust for the world around you, they feel this gives this person fulfillment. All right. And I know so many people don't like this word narcissist being thrown around, but narcissistic tendencies are very common. And what happens is this person can certainly have the tendencies of a narcissist, the characteristics of one. And what happens with that sort of psyche is that their nervous system rewards them for hurting people, for punishing other people, right? It's kind of like people that have people-pleasing issues. Like, a people-pleaser nervous system rewards them when they're kind to someone. Your body will reward you if you are able to show up for people and give to people, be giving, loving, caring, kind, and all that stuff, right? Whereas, like, for a narcissist, they get their gratification off of hurting people, off of neglecting people, off of changing people for the worst, okay? So when you fully heal, this person's karma is is going to be you no longer wanting them, that door being completely closed off. You also, it's something about you completely rejecting this timeline of like, you were supposed to change. You were supposed to never trust the world around you. You're supposed to harden instead of soften. You were supposed to, like, whoever you were when you initially met this individual, you were supposed to like never be that person ever again. This person wanted to truly change who you were. Because, like I said, it gratifies them to know that they're able to make people do that. And I'm seeing you, literally, Paltu, I'm seeing you do the opposite of that. You're like, I'm still going to be loving, caring, and kind. I'm not going to allow one person's behavior. I'm not going to internalize one person's behavior and change who I am as a person. I'm loving. All right. And we're finna get so deep here because I don't know if y'all noticed, right? But like, there's like this trend where like when people get hurt, they joke about how like they'll never trust again. Or like, you ever see like those memes where they're like, oh, I'm closed off. Like people think that it's like edgy to be like closed off and act like they're so hard body and hard to get. If that's your real and true personality, do you. I ain't shaming you. But if you're only acting that way as a reaction to some sort of hurt that you've experienced, you're allowing that hurt to run your life. You're allowing the person who hurt you to win. They win at the end of the day. If you are changing your kindness, if the lesson that you've gotten out of a person is to be more negative to the world, is to not share your joy to the world, then that's not God's lesson. That's like a lesson, like you're doing like the devil's work. You know what I mean? Like the lesson is never that your vulnerability is weakness. The lesson will always be that your vulnerability is the most beautiful thing about you. Because look how ugly someone can act. Look how ugly someone wants to treat others. Be the opposite of that. Don't allow that to mold you into being who that person is, even if you think it's in the name of protecting yourself. All right. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, all right, it'll come back up later. But yeah, this person's karma is going to be that they're going to feel bitterly insignificant after you reject them. This person may come back around, but even if they don't, they're still energetically tied to you. So energetically wise, even if this person never comes back and never comes and apologizes, never tries to get you back, you're still energetically tied to this person, hence why you clicked on the reading, to get information and clarity. So because that energetic tie is still like latched on, your movements is still going to impact this person either way. Even if you feel like you don't see like the proof of it, the more that you work on yourself, the more that you continue to grow and blossom and be beautiful and set out on the same mission that you set out on before meeting this person, that's this person's ultimate karma. One monkey ain't stopping the show. Like, that's where people don't get, right? It's like, and mind you, don't be going in my comments being disrespectful, saying I'm ranting and all that other shit. When I'm ranting, that has to do with the reading. I'm saying some shit that pertains to the energy that I'm picking up on. This is not the channel for you if you don't like these little sidetracks when I'm going on tangents and shit like that. It all comes together. Got me fucked up trying to go in the comments talking about I'm ranting all that shit. Bitch, I'm not for you. Anyway, people got the game fucked up. Like, people be having the game backwards when they think that because you were hurt, because you went through something, that means you should have a cold heart or you should be closed off. You know what I mean? Like, no, like the answer will always be love. And honestly, loving is harder than to be cold. Being cold is like honestly very easy, because if you are truly a loving person, the most hardest things and the most bitter, like you will become so bitter within yourself if you do not allow yourself to love. Okay, so we have the World card. Life goes on. You will make this person, this insignificance that this person will hold into your life, this person is a little speck. They're so small, they're so minuscule to your story. This person is not that big. Like, they're not that important. They're not important at all. That is their karma. That is the reality of the situation. Like, sweetie, you had not impacted me to the degree that you thought that you would. And that is their karma. That's what's really going to mentally fuck them up. The fact that they are so insignificant. This person's worst fear is to be unimportant. That's why they go around doing. You're not the only person this person has gotten gratification off of treating badly. Okay? And it takes one to know one, y'all. Like, I used to be the sort of person who wanted to react so coldly and wanted to be shut out. And honestly, it's so funny because I'm honestly like probably one of the sweetest people you would ever meet. I'm not perfect or anything. I definitely have my days. But when I was a hurt person, it took me a really long time to like reason with the fact that I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be cruel. I wanted to be loving. Like, I wanted to be comfortably who I really was, which is a loving, giving person. So it's like, it's not that you're weak. It's not that you're soft because you choose peace, because you choose kindness, you choose love, you choose happiness, right? And I'm someone, I'm not going to talk about me the whole time, but I just want to say this. I'm someone who has been hurt and abused a lot. And I decided like a couple years ago that I love my abuser. Now, not like on no Stockholm Syndrome shit. And this pertains to the reading, y'all. Just keep up with me, okay? Because what hurt the most was me telling myself that I didn't love my abusive, the person who abused me, when that was not the reality. The reality of it was I actually did love my abuser. And their actions is not like the abusive person's actions is not reflective of you. You can still display unconditional love to shitty people from like a distance. You feel me? You can still be exactly who you are confidently without feeling like you need to change who you are because someone is undeserving of your love. Like, yes, there could be an abusive, disgusting, grossly nasty, pathetic person, a fucking clown who is undeserving of your love, but lying to yourself, like if it is your truth that you do love even people who have hurt you before, sit in that truth. It's not that you don't have to love them anymore. It's not that you don't have to be kind to others anymore or distrustworthy and assume everybody's gonna be untrustworthy. It's just that you have to have discernment. You have to learn how to love people from a distance, because there's nothing that is gonna harm you more than if you try to close off God's unconditional love. Because the love that you share with the world is, you are a vessel for God's unconditional love. You have to maintain that. If you try to put a cap on that, that is going to be doing more harm to you than anything else. And it's going to create bitterness. And that's what I'm seeing here. On your healing journey, no matter where you're at, all of what I'm saying right now, you could possibly already know all of this shit. And you're like, yep, that's what I found out as well on my healing journey. I've been figured all this shit out. And that is, this person's karmic debt has already begun because you've already figured this out. Or maybe you're in the middle of it. Maybe you're in the midst of it and you're still figuring out how you want to heal properly. You're spiritual, I'm seeing, with the musician. You're able to manipulate your reality and turn it into something gorgeous for yourself. You're able to alchemize. You're able to turn shit to shine. Okay, this is something that your abusers, this is something that these manipulators, these manipulative people who have to choose vessels to pick at and take from and energy harvest from, they're like pests. They live off of other human beings. We live off of source. We live off of God's everlasting flow of love and light. That's our source. Our source is something that we are everlasting connected to. That love that we have, that we cherish, it cannot be drained. It cannot run out. Their karma is that they do not have access to that. You are like this person's biggest supply because you have God's love. So as long as this person's able to check up on you, say, oh, is this person still bitter? Are they still posting quotes about how they'll never trust again? Are they still saying they'll never trust a nigga, not trust no bitch? Are they still being rude and angry and nasty and mean and negative to people? Okay, good. That means I'm still able to energy harvest off of this person. But when you flip the script and you say, actually, I'm forgiving everyone blindly. I'm loving everyone blindly because it doesn't affect me. It doesn't hurt me to love you. This love I got is unconditional. I lack nothing. That is the clarity. That is the reality, right? Okay, so now we're going to move over to Patreon. Yeah, you are a light follower. You are a light worker. You follow the light within you. That anger, you could be angry. No one's saying you don't have to be angry. No one's saying you don't have to feel neglected. You could feel all those emotions. That anger is a good sign. That means that you're ready to protect yourself from all of what you've been through before, from things that you couldn't protect yourself from before. All right, but yeah, so now we're gonna go over to Patreon and see what is this person's biggest regret, how to, if this were to part ways. Thank you so much for coming this far with me. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you chose this photo right here, this section of the video is for you. Okay, and we want to know, what is pile 3's person's, oh wait, ooh, I was gonna say biggest regret. What is pile 3's person's karma? What is pile 3's person's karma for this betrayal? Thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity. I ask for clear, honest, and concise messages for pile 3. Sheesh. Okay, so pile 3, their karma, it could definitely be that they cannot move on. I hear 6 months, 6 years. 6 years could have gone by. No matter who this person comes across, they're not able to move on from, like, there's like this is like moving on from rocky waters. They're never gonna be able to leave these rocky waters, this darkness. It's like the horizon is there and it looks nice. They can almost taste it and smell it. They're very close, but it's like they never get there. They never fully make it, or they don't last. All right, and I'm hearing, oh my gosh, I heard a song and I already forgot. Oh yeah, 3005. No matter what you say or what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Yeah, so yeah, this person's never gonna get over you. Nope, 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 nope. And I know you're never gonna get it. Okay, so their karma is that they're never gonna get you. Get it. It's like really sexual too, so it is possibly like this person could be, you know, very sexual and stuff towards you as well. And their karma is that they'll never have you sexually ever again. They'll never have you in your bedroom ever, if they ever did. This person is going to have a lot of options. Pretty people too, handsome and pretty people who look good. They're fruitful as well. People they might even have fun with. They might even have a blast with these people. Okay, they're gonna enjoy themselves for sure, but they're never going, they still rather be with pal 3. 2005. We're not even gonna be here in 3005. So yeah, for like this lifetime, possibly until 3005, this person possibly is gonna have to reincarnate, and then when they reincarnate into their next vessel, they're gonna feel empty inside in that vessel too without you. They're gonna be looking for you lifetimes from now. Their karma is that this cycle is complete. It's done. Like, fuck a door being closed. The building has gotten set on fire. Like, this is more than just like shutting and closing a door. Like, there's no more remnants of this connection or this cycle rekindling. Reconciliation is over with. Any possibility of that is done. It's done. Like, there's no hope for the future in this connection. And that is their karma. this person's karma is that, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, right? I want y'all to understand that I haven't got this in any one other of the pals, pal 3. This is the only pal that is like showing up like this. So this person's karma is truly like no longer having access to this connection, because like the other situations were kind of like that, but it was not this to this extent. Okay? Like this is like purely off the fact that like this person wants you. Like this person can have not your energy, but they could have like you in like another vessel, like someone very similar to you who looks the same, possibly even acts the same like you, has your kindness, treats them just like how you treated them in the whole 9, but this person's still not you. And that is their karma, is that they will never be fulfilled in another relationship. They will never feel the same capacity of which they felt with you. It will not be the same. What is that song? Oh yeah, She Ain't You. I'm gonna have all these songs tagged below. Okay, so what's going on with pal 3? What is pal 3's person's karma for this betrayal? That they'll just always like want you. That's really just the gist of it all. You're the emperor. You could have been this person's soulmate and it just did not work out. What is pal 3's karma? The strength card. They're gonna have to find it within themselves to like build up strength to cope, because moving on is not in the playbook. It's not in this person's game card. They're never gonna be able to fully move on. That's just something that spirit is not willing to grant them in this lifetime. So their healing process is just gonna have to be like, they're gonna have to learn how to cope with this lion within them. And this lion is like this hurt, is this pain, it's this emotion, these strong emotions that they have towards you. This is something that they're gonna have to constantly put down. It's something that's really big inside of them. These emotions is something that is like, they're gonna have to tame it. Like they're gonna have to control this part of themselves, at least until this lifetime is over. I think certainly like they're not just gonna like suffer. Like it is gonna get better as time goes by, but basically pal 3 is the one that got away. Pal 3, you are the most valuable out of any other option. Okay, so we have the Justice card. You are this person's karmic debt, like even down to like when y'all first met, how things went down and all that. Like you are always going to be this person's karmic debt, always, because it was really like the ball was in their court at some point in time. Like they could have played it in a way that you could have like continued to be in their life, and then you could have been like a positive karmic debt for them. Like you could have been like what they deserved if they deserved good karma. But like because like this is like a separation or a betrayal or whatever, maybe, obviously I don't think you're talking to this person anymore. You are the justice or the karmic debt because of the separation. It's just so weird because I had so much to say in the other pals and we just got so deep over there. And then this one is just like plain and simple. Divine timing, divine interception, okay, through an interception. Okay, it's like there's just like really nothing to even elaborate on. This relationship was something that was meant to be for them. This was a gift from heaven. Y'all's connection could be really, really strong. This is something that the universe granted them out of like them deserving it. Like they could have been in pain before they met you, and you could have certainly helped them heal a part of themselves that they needed to heal. And then once they healed it, they could have like was like, all right, well, I'm out, packed up their bag and jumped on the boat and the swords and was like, well, I'm headed out then. Bye. Headed straight towards this 3 of Cups. Found out that the only magic that they felt with you was it only resides in you, but that door is already closed. The 3 of Cups is fun too, but it's never going to surpass fun. Fun ain't necessarily fulfilling. Fun ain't the same thing as being fulfilled. The World card, this is completion and new beginnings. This is fulfillment. Okay. There is a lot of smiles. There is a lot of playfulness. But the same thing that make you smile, make you cry. They're going to get tired of that shit. They're going to always just run into like little Three of Cups flings or fun parties or whatever. It's like, it's frivolous. It's not solid foundation. It's certainly not the Queen of Cups. I mean, not the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Coins. Someone who's like actually worth a damn, like worth value, someone that you can actually grow and move forward with. This person's karma is that they're gonna feel like they're not getting anywhere, they're not going anywhere in any of their relationships or even like in their life period. Like it feels like they're moving and they're working hard and they're trying to go, but it's like it's their stagnancy. They're at a standstill. It's a stalemate. Every relationship that they get into, it's going to be flirtatious and fun, and it's going to, like, you know, in the beginning, and then it's always going to be brought to like this dead end. It's never, they're never going to reach a true climax in any of their relationships because it's never going to surpass like this fun, flirty stage. I'm seeing that the way that this person can like help themselves is by seeking a relationship with God. Their storyline might need to be that like they possibly need to like possibly go celibate and stop dealing with like other people and stuff for a while and just go celibate for a while and just get right with God. This person may need to do that for a little while because until they face that, until they get right with God, like, because when they disrupted your path, when they betrayed you or whatever went down in the past, they didn't just betray you in your life cycle. They fucked with divine. Because divine is like, I done gave you this damn gift and you gonna toss this shit to the side like it ain't, like I ain't shit? Like they didn't just offend you. They didn't just betray you, honey. They betrayed divine. They betrayed fucking God or the source or whoever, whatever this strong entity was that granted them this wish. It's like, bro, I answered your prayers. You wished for this motherfucker. I gave him to you. Not to call y'all MFer, but it's like, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, so there's hell to pay. After all is said and done, there's hell to pay. No way are you going to be able to continue on and do whatever the fuck you think you're about to do. You know, Hierophant is here like, what are you doing? Where are you going? It's like what is that? You know, like, okay, so you know on SpongeBob when they were, the Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. When they were going in like a circle with the crab, with the pizza, and him and Squidward, and they were going around in circles, like they got lost in like some like hibiscus or whatever the shit's called. And it's like they were walking, they were moving, they thought they were moving forward, but really they were going around in circles. This is this person energetically. Like this person's karma is that they're gonna feel like they're gonna mentally feel like they're working towards something, but in actuality, they're not working towards shit. And this is God purposely. Like this ain't even 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. Like this is like delusional. Like this is an illusion. Their life is literally an illusion of thinking that they're moving forward and growing and moving towards something, but they're actually in the same spot. That's worse than being stagnant. That's worse than just being stagnant, because at least when you're stagnant, you know where you are. You know you're stuck in one place. This person doesn't, like, they think that they're moving forward. They think that they're moving on, and they're not. That's like worse. That's like a whole fucking illusion. Musician card. Manifestation. Yeah. Because it's like, well, shit. Why would I help you manifest? Because, like, manifestation is like, it's prayer, it's work, it's faith, and it's divine interference. Like, divine has to interfere. And it's like, bro, I gave you what you wanted, and you shitted on it. you betrayed it or you did whatever you did to pal 3. I'm not helping your ass again. It's like the boy who cried wolf almost. It's like, bro, I'm not doing it again. I grant you, I don't know. Like, Spirit is just really adamant on, like, you were the wish come true. You were the wish granted. You were this person's gift. And it was neglected severely. Okay, pal 3. What's going on, pal 3? What's pal 3's karma? This person will always, if they're smart enough, they would be aware of it. They would know, like, all they have ahead of them is the 3 of Cups. That's all they have left is 3 of Cups situation. They will possibly always get put in situations with third parties. It'll always be someone else. It'll never just be one-on-one relationship with anyone. There's always gonna be someone else that their person is attached to in the background. Or you. Even when this person truly, like, meets someone that they really want to move on with, they will always be attached to you. You are the third party. Because it's like their heart belongs to somewhere else. You are the third, like, either way it goes, whether they're always the one getting cheated on or they're the one, like, you are the one, you know, that they're still mentally and emotionally attached to. Oh my gosh, what's that song? By Frank Ocean, where he says, I don't know if it's Godspeed. Yeah, I think it's Godspeed. He says, I will always love you and all that. But he says he has a song where he's like, just leave a spot for me. Just leave a spot for me in your bed or something like that. It's like that. Okay, but yeah, I'll tag all that. I'll figure it out and tag it below. Listen to that Frank Ocean song because it's like that energy. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else I could say here. Yeah, I mean, they'll always just be remorseful. They're always in the back of their mind. They will always want you. All right, so thank you so much for coming this far, me pal 3. We're gonna head over to Patreon and see what is this person's biggest regret. And if this is where we part ways, thank you so much once again, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.